Hi, I'm Hannah. I'm a Senior Content Strategist here at Connective 3, and I'm going to talk to you about some top tips for content that is great for your website and good for your brand. Tip number one is leveling up your ideation sessions. When you're coming up with content, we call it ideation. It might be you in a notebook, it might be you in a room with some people, but you can really take it to the next level by getting lots of different ideas in the room of people that have lots of different perspectives on your brand or your company or where you work. So that might be someone from the customer service team, it might be a buyer, it could be someone from marketing. Whoever you've got, having lots of different ideas in the room from people who really know and understand the brand, or just have different perspectives on it, is a really powerful way of getting a huge range of good ideas that you can then take away and check for search volume and see if they're really SEO friendly and good for the site as well as the brand. So number two is doing some competitor and SERP analysis. SERPs are search engine result pages on Google. You should always check your head keywords on SERPs anyway, because it shows the intent of the search. So for example, it might be like more of an informative result where it's mostly just like talking around something, or it could be very transactional, it's people looking to buy something. So figuring out the intent is so important. But you can look at what your competitors are doing and sort of see what kind of SERPs they're ranking on, what kind of spaces they're playing in, and get some more ideas for your content. And looking at the different SERPs can really help you figure out what sort of content is right for your brand and right for your site. Point number three is seasonal content. So this is nothing new, it's something that everybody does when it comes to content writing, but it's also really powerful because seasonal content, one, helps you get a bit of a structure in place across the year for when you're going to be publishing key pieces of content. So that might be things like Valentine's Day or Halloween or Christmas, anything that's relevant to your brand. But also there's a lot of search volume around these terms because it's something that everyone talks about. And also you can connect these up with other teams. So it can be something that your PR team use as a proactive around the time of writing, or it could be something that your sort of website team use for social. It could be lots of different things. So it's good for search because people are looking for stuff about it, and it's good for brand because you can use it in a lot of different ways. Point four is use the data that you have. So that can be literally, if you're tracking questions in your Google Analytics, you can see what your users are searching for. That's really powerful because you know that's something that your customers want to find out about. There's also Search Console. If you have Google Search Console set up, you can look at the pages that you've got on site and see where they're not ranking as well as you'd expect, or they're picking up keywords you wouldn't really anticipate from the content. And that's a really good way of figuring out where your content can be a little bit more powerful and getting new ideas from stuff that Google's trying to rank you for and you don't currently have content for. So that can be really helpful. Point number five, and it's slightly sacrilegious, but it's okay to say no to SEO value sometimes. If you have an idea for content that is super relevant for your brand or your company, you know it's something that customers care about or want to read about, you know it'll help them navigate your site or figure out more about what you do. Even if there's no keywords or the keywords have very small search volume, you shouldn't shy away from writing that. That's what Google wants. They want helpful content that's written by people, for people, to help people. So if that's what you're doing with your content, that's the right thing, and it could get picked up and ranked by Google anyway if you write it in the right way, if your structure's in place. Even if it doesn't have the most SEO kind of volume behind it, if it's right for your brand, it's right for your company, it's right for the site. So those are my top 5 tips for content ideation to take your website and your brand to the next level. If you want to find out more, I actually have 10 top tips. So head to the Connective 3 blog and check it out. Thanks for listening.